ladies and gentlemen, it's me, I am good. Why would you ask? I got my boy right here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone, from the LUNSB Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. It's Sunday morning. It's 10:30. It's time for the Supplemental. Every Sunday morning, we come to you and we do three things. We talk about your national days of the week. We tell you about a community, a comedy, or a charity event that we want to share with you. And we wrap it all up with the fan favorite, This Week in History, a trivia style. That's everything we got going on. So, I got Night Fury over there. I got Mr. Taney over there. And the talk of ticks that we don't pay attention to. We don't pay attention to the talk of ticks because when we go live, it's all about, it's all, I see, durka, burka, why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? A year ago, my friend Monty Allen was here. How cool is that? I love my friends. I love my friends. You should be seeing a thing. And I'm not showing you seeing that thing. So what's going on? I was grunting. You caught me grunting. Okay. I was grunting. For the record, I grunt a lot. I am not furloughed, my friend. Much like you, I am importante. I am too important to furlough. All right. So here we go. Let's get it started with your national days of the week, starting what the fudge, man? Holy cheat. Seriously? I need stuff for next week, not several months ago. If I could smack AI, I definitely would. I would just, Oh, here we go. All right, we got some things. Hey, we got some things. Yes, and yes, here we go. All right. We're good now. We're good. And now it's time for your national days of the week. Starting with tomorrow, domani, mañana, Monday, October the 6th, is National Noodle Day. Noodles are like freaks. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, but what I like about them most is that they're real good lovers. I don't know how to define noodle. Is macaroni a noodle? Stuck a feather in her hat and called it macaroni. I think macaroni is a noodle, which is a pasta. Ramen is a noodle, even though it's called ramen, right? Spaghetti is a noodle, right? What the world is a noodle? What is a noodle? It doesn't matter, whatever a noodle is. I'm pretty sure I like it. I'm pretty sure most of my diet over the years has consisted of noodle-like things, even though technically I don't know what the definition of a noodle is. So, how will you celebrate National Noodle Day? There's a noodle place nearby where my friend Chris goes to get his lunch occasionally. The problem with the noodle place that he goes to is the graphic design on the bag looks like a penis, which I guess is a noodle. Whatever you do, however you do, enjoy Monday, October the 6th, National Noodle Day. Moving on. All right, over here, joined. You don't look important. I'm not. Fuck you, Airman. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know who that is, and I don't know why I dropped the F-bomb there. Sorry about that. Moving on. Interesting. Tuesday, October the 7th, is National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day. Now, I like my pretzels warm and covered in spicy mustard. But I'm also a fan of the chocolates. If you were to give me a pretzel, not a soft, warm one, but a normal, hard, crispy one, and it was covered in chocolate, I wouldn't say no. I would probably eat that pretzel. Because you got the crunchy pretzel part and the salty part and the chocolatey part. These are all things I enjoy. These are all things I would appreciate. So, yeah. Give me that chocolate-covered pretzel. On Tuesday, October the 7th, National Chocolate-Covered Pretzel Day. I see comments popping up over here, but for whatever reason, they are tiny. All right. La 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 la. You were grunting a bit. Are you furloughed? What's the thing? Just you and Skynet don't jive. Hilarious. Why does the manager not come to the Supplemental or the club? Pool noodle. LOL. You want my salty pretzel in your mouth. I instantly regret reading those comments. And old AI man over there telling me I don't look important has apparently disappeared. Moving on, let's see what we got here. We'll go with that. Almost said the wrong word. Wednesday, October the 8th, is National Fluffer Nutter Day. You could say anything you want about all of the things that I say, but don't you dare disparage the fluffernutter. Now, when I say fluffernutter, I assume it is the thing that I think it is, and if I'm wrong, you can't disparage that either. It is toasted Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread and only Wonder Bread. It is peanut butter and marshmallow fluff and nothing else. If you add anything else, it's not a fluffernutter. But you put that together, and then you take a bite out of it, and it will take you back to your childhood. Whoever thought of melting marshmallows and then using that as a topping and then connecting that topping with peanut butter on toasted Wonder Bread, that person deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. I guarantee you right now, if you were to fly over Gaza and just dump off a bunch of toasted fluffernutters, end of the war. It ends. It's over. Nobody's killing anybody because their life's satisfaction is completed with every single bite of a fluffernutter. If you disagree with me, remove yourself. We can no longer be friends if you disagree with the possibilities of delicious fluffernutters. If you don't believe me, then do it. Get some fluffernutters, put them in a plane, fly them over any conflict area, and drop them off. That's how the war in Rwanda and the Congo ceased. Donald Trump flew a C-130 over them, dropped off a bunch of fluffernutters, and the people tasted the fluffernutters, and they were like, "Why are we killing each other? This is delicious, and this is amazing. We shouldn't kill each other anymore. More fluffernutters." Think about that on Wednesday, October the 8th, National Fluffernutter Day. Moving on. Shabbat, stay puft. I love your comments. All right, moving on. Oh. No. We're going to go with that one. Thursday, October the 9th, is National Moldy Cheese Day. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me, but I'm pretty sure all cheese is moldy. It's a milk that curdled and molded that we eat. And it takes me into what will possibly be this week's question of the week. What is your favorite moldy cheese? Who was it that said, is diet Swiss cheese just regular Swiss cheese with bigger holes? I don't know who said that. That's such a great joke. I think that's one of my local comedian friends. It is such a great joke. Anyway, maybe Lenin-free. It sounds like something Lenin-free would say. Anyway, you got the cheese, which is made of molded milk. What's your favorite? Do you like the disgusting cheeses? Are you a fan of the normal cheeses? I could tell you, my buddy Zeus, big fan of American cheese. Not the Koopa that these weirdos in Pennsylvania love to put on their shredded meats. Not the Koopa, just plain old American. I like Swiss, but I also like a provolone. I also like a Matz. If you gave me my favorite sandwich, it's probably mortadelle with a little provolone and good bread. And no condiments necessary, because there's so much fat in mortadelle, you don't eat it. And provolone is a creamy, moldy substance. I don't care what cheese you eat on Moldy Cheese Day. Thursday, October the 9th. Moving on. Pepper Jack, blue cheese. I got good comments over there. Hey, Dave. Good seeing you, my friend. Of course, it's good seeing you too, Mr. Taney. Always busting my balls. La 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 la. Friday, October the 10th, it's time for National Egg Day. No other food item has been demonized as much as the egg. The egg was so demonized that the National Council of Eggs came out with a commercial series known as the Incredible Edible Egg to get you to eat the eggs. And it was very successful. And then one day they said, no, eggs are bad for you. Don't eat the eggs. So much cholesterol. And then they came along and like, eat the eggs. That's good cholesterol. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion over the years about the edible, incredible egg. I am a huge egg fan because it's a great way to get some protein without all the bad side effects. Like if I had a couple of fried eggs for breakfast, getting the egg inside my body, good. Frying them, bad. But if I have a couple of hard-boiled eggs in my belly for breakfast, it's all good, yo. It's all good in the hood. And in this case, the hood is my belly. How do you like your eggs? I love going to a restaurant and challenging them because sunny side up is just is an egg not necessarily cooked all the way through. And it's easy to screw up. But if you do it right, it gives you all the drippings you need to add to your toast. I don't care how you celebrate Friday, October the 10th, a National Egg Day, but, celebrate it. Going to the comments, I got Gaguli's, the best cheese they ever made, Gaguli's cheese. That's disgusting just to say. I see you commenting, and I know we're getting ready to do the trivia. Is Jessica with us today? Can you let Jessica on the internet? I'm afraid you may have harmed her. La 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 la. We are not doing that one. We will do that one. Saturday, October the 11th, is National Sausage Pizza Day. National Sausage Pizza Day. When it comes to pizza, there's, for me, there's two types. There's the type I won't eat, and then there's meat lovers. Now, I don't eat meat lovers anymore because pizza tried to kill me. I don't eat pizza anymore. But those people that go and get a plain pizza, they should be committed. There's something wrong with that. You should have at least one ingredient on top of the pizza. And no, cheese is not an additional ingredient. Cheese is the pizza. It's like, here's what you got. You got dough, you got sauce, you got cheese, and an ingredient. If you don't add the ingredient, you should be eliminated from the gene pool. And all of your offspring should be eliminated from the gene pool. Now, I say that jokingly. Please don't go out there and kill people who eat plain cheese pizza. But I'm saying that to let you know there's something wrong with you when you have all of the delicious toppings in the world that you can add to a pizza. Why would you get plain cheese pizza? It's not right. It's not right at all. At the very minimum, pepperoni, which is, in case you didn't know, a version of sausage. So on Saturday, October the 11th, National Sausage Pizza Day. Get a pizza and put some freaking meat on it. Moving on. What is my favorite pizza chain is the question I'm receiving. Little Caesars. I know they take a lot of smack. They take a lot of, I'm trying to find polite words to say, gruff. Little Caesars takes a lot of gruff when it comes to making pizzas. But you can't find a cheaper, a tastier pizza. The dollar to pizza ratio for Little Caesars is above everything else. Amici's, they got 2. Do they count as a pizza chain? I don't like them that much. I don't like them as much as I like Little Caesars. Domino's, I used to be a Domino's guy because I worked there. They're not bad. Pizza Hut, not bad. What's the pizza in the refrigerator? The non-delivery? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I stick with my answer. If you ask me what's my favorite pizza chain, I'm going to say Little Caesars. That's my answer. Moving on. Not doing that. We'll do that one. Sunday, October the 12th, is National Gumbo Day. That's right. You don't get that little roux there, and you put the thing in there, and you mix it up all nice, and you eat it. And the thing with gumbo is it's not that big of a deal. It's just Cajun goulash. I love that. I love that. Goulash, Hungarian goulash, is nothing but Hungarian fried rice. We add a level of importante. We add a level of importance to leftovers. Like fried rice is leftover stuff and rice. Fried. That's what fried rice is. And there are a lot of people out there like, oh no, you have to have the fried rice. No, you don't. It's just warmed up leftovers. I got some leftovers. I got some rice. I got a skillet. I got some oil. Throw it in there. Boom, 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 boom. I got some fried rice. Goulash is very much the same. I got some leftovers and I got some elbow pasta. I'm going to take the macaroni and I'm going to make it. I'm going to mix it all together. Boom. I got a goulash. And, of course, when you get the gumbo, it's the same. I got some leftovers from the day before and a roux that I've been keeping for several decades. Boppity-boppity-boo, I got some gumbo. What goes in gumbo? Honestly, just leftovers. Corn, sausage, scrimps, langostinos, crabs, whatever you got, if you throw it in the bucket and cook it, it's gumbo. However you enjoy your gumbo, be sure to enjoy it extra special on Sunday, October the 12th, National Gumbo Day. Phone fart. All right, comedy, community, charity. That's what we talk about. The CharCom, I don't know how I'm going to phrase that yet, but basically, every week we choose something to tell you about that's community, comedy, or charity related. We've been doing charity a lot lately. This one is about comedy. I want you to go on the tubes of you. I want you to look for my friend Danny Johnson. You can find his latest special by searching Everything Bothers Me. Everything Bothers Me. It's going to pop up. It's going to be our friend Danny Johnson, who's been on the show. And check it out. Get your laugh on. It's free on YouTube. Last time I checked, he had 10,000 views. and we want to up those views. So grab the family, grab the friends, have them all sit around and show them how to click on Everything Bothers Me by Danny Johnson. And then go to their own devices. This is not a family event. Do not sit in front of one television and all watch it together. He doesn't get the views for that. Send them away on their devices to click away and to watch Everything Bothers Me by our friend Danny Johnson. Danny's a very funny guy, genuine, just a great guy. I've known him for a very long time, and I will do everything I can to support him in all of his endeavors, to include buying his book, because he's an author, but he's more of a comedian than an author. The name of the book by Danny Johnson, in case you're interested, is You Suck and Everyone Knows It. I think that's the title of the book. It's a great book. So think about that when we talk about your Kumkumchar. Our friend Danny Johnson, YouTube, free, Everything Bothers Me. Check him out. Moving on to our fan favorite portion of the show. This week in history, trivia style. And what do? We go through 7 questions based on this week in history. They are set to medium. They are all multiple choice. And if you're following along over there on the Talk of Ticks, sure would appreciate you being over here on the Book of Faces. So I only have to look at one screen to try to find out all of your answers. Hello, Mother. 60 years old in 2 days. Look, I'm not trying to make excuses to why AI is, that's the other word for intelligence. Autistic intelligence. My AI is definitely autistic intelligence. It can't figure things out. So here we go. I'm going to give you the questions. If you've heard them before, just get them right, okay? All right? If you play along with us every week and any of these questions sound familiar, just get it right. On October the 1st, 1949, Mao Zedong proclaimed the founding of what nation? Hey, mothers on both, yay! Ah. October the 1st, 1949, Mao Zedong proclaimed the founding of what nation? I repeat the question. I create delays because I know, especially on Facebook, there's a huge time delay. I give those of you who are very smart an opportunity to answer the questions before I read the multiple choice answers. If I read the multiple choice answers, yes, it is. That is your answer. Mother is going with China. Here are your multiple choice options. The Republic of Korea, also known as the land of not quite right. The People's Republic of China, the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, or the Socialist Republic of Mongolia. Which one is it? I got China. I'm also going to go with China. But of course, we don't know the answers until the end. On October the 2nd, 1967, Thurgood Marshall was sworn in as the first African-American, he was sworn in as the first African-American what? Was he a United States Secretary of State? A United States Senator? A Supreme Court Justice? Or the Attorney General? Hello, Jessica. Good to see you. I like your answer. I'm going to follow you again until we go wrong. Until we go Splitsville, girl. Again, October the 2nd, 1967, Thurgood Marshall was sworn in as the first African-American U.S. Secretary of State, U.S. Senator, Supreme Court Justice, or Attorney General. I got an answer from James. He says Supreme Court Justice. I got an answer from Mother. He says number 3, which is Supreme Court Justice. Also, C. I do not have an answer from Jessica. Jessica. We'll give her a second, and then we'll move on. She goes with justice. I also go with justice. So far, we're all saying the same thing. Question number 3. On October the 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched the first artificial satellite into space. What was its name? What was the name of the first artificial satellite launched into space by the Ruskies? Making waffles, and I wasn't invited. What the hell, man? Here are your options. A Vostok 1, Sputnik 1, Soyuz 1, or Luna 2. I think it's pretty easy for us to figure out that Luna 2 is definitely not the option. And again, those of you who regularly watch the show probably heard this question before, and I can't explain why AI does the things that it does, other than its retarded intelligence. James Sputnik, Jessica Sputnik, Mother Sputnik, T-Bone also says Sputnik. Going into question 4, all of us have the same answer for everything. October the 3rd, 1990 marks the official reunification of what country after decades of division? Was it Germany, Korea, Vietnam, or Yemen? Yes, it was your birthday. I already sang you happy birthday. No, I am not still in Rhoda, Greaves' dad. I am back in the States. Again, October the 3rd, 1990 marks the official reunification of what country after decades of division? East and West Germany, saith James. Mother says Germany, and I did do the multiple choices. The multiple choices were Germany, Korea, Vietnam, or Yemen. Jessica says Germany. T-Bone says Germany. We're all saying Germany. We are all saying the right thing. Moving on, question number 5. October the 1st, 1971. What iconic Disney park opened in Florida? What iconic Disney park opened in Florida? Hold on. Here are your multiple choice options. Was it Disneyland Anaheim? No, because Anaheim is not in Florida. Was it Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom? Was it Epcot Center? Or was it Disney's Hollywood Studios? Those are your options. October the 1st, 1971. What iconic Disney park opened in Florida? Mother says Disney World, which is not one of the options available. Disneyland Anaheim, Walt Disney World. Well, we'll count that. Disney World, Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, or Disney Hollywood Studios. Waiting on the Taney family to give me their answers. And Greaves' dad, you could play along too. Oh, Squiggly Lines just joined us. I don't know about that. James is going with Epcot. Jessica's going to go with Hollywood. Mother is going with Walt Disney World. And T-Bone is also going to go with Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom. James thinks the original Walt Disney World was set up in '64. We'll find out if he's right. He might be right. I don't know. I wasn't born yet. Question number 6. The United States launched Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan on October 7th of what year? I didn't know Enduring Freedom started on October the 7th, but considering the massacre that occurred in Israel on October the 7th, I wonder, is there any correlation? Here are your options. Was it 1999, 2001, 2003, or 2005? Mother pops in with an answer that is not on the scale. We don't take that away from him. He was trying to be smart and answer ahead of time. Your options. The U.S. launched Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan on October the 7th of what year? 1999, 2001, 2003, or 2005? I think I have the answer. Mother has changed his answer to 2001. Waiting on the Tainies. I'm waiting on the Tainies. Mr. Taney comes in with 2001. Mrs. Taney is making waffles. Oh, she comes in with 2003. She could be right. I think we did it in 2001. So I'm also going to go with 2001. TikTok is the better platform. Okay, well, for you. There are things that work great on TikTok that don't work great on Facebook, and there are things on Facebook that work great that don't work on TikTok. So I hear your opinion. Question number 7. Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869. In what Indian state was he born? In what Indian state was Mahatma Gandhi born? Was he born in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, or Uttar Pradesh? Mahatma Gandhi was born on October the 2nd, 1869. Very funny. What Indian state was he born? Mother's going to go with the Pradesh, or not. Again, I will do my best at pronunciating all of these things I've never seen before. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, or Uttar Pradesh. James goes with Pond's Bar. Mother goes with Porbanda. I am going to go with, and it's strange that I'm going to go with this answer. Here's why. Because Mahatma Gandhi rice is a thing. It's a no-kidding thing. And I've seen Mahatma Gandhi rice with the Maharashtra name on it. I have to assume. Is it not strange that they would name a rice after a man who starved himself to death to get peace in his country? He took it very seriously. Mahatma Gandhi was born on October the 2nd, 1869. In which Indian state? Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, or Uttar Pradesh? And I've got Punjab easiest to type. That is a great answer, Miss Jessica. I'm going to type into the Google box and say, please give me the answers. Here we go again. Exactly. Here are the answers for this week's This Week in History, trivia style. Question number 1, we all know it was the People's Republic of China. Question number 2 was Supreme Court Justice. Question number 3 was Sputnik. Question number 4, Germany. Question number 5, Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Question number 6 was 2001, and up until this point, I am killing it. I got every single one of them right. But I didn't know where Mahatma Gandhi was born. He was born in the Indian state of Gujarat. And now you know. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for playing along. I can't start my Sundays without you. I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best place that you could be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Brew sends her love. With that being said, LUNSB. It's better when I click like LUNSB.